What's up, guys? It's the Demon Duo, and let's get right into part two of What If Tanjiro Became a Demon. Tanjiro is facing this yellow hair boy down, looking him in the eyes, as Zenitsu does nothing but stare at him back. But sadly, Zenitsu cannot see him. He is sleeping. Suddenly, all of Zenitsu's hairs stand up on his body as he charges full speed at Nezuko, going right for her neck. Tanjiro does not know what to do. He jumps out, reaching and trying to get to Nezuko as fast as possible, but he is too late. Zenitsu's blade pierces right through Nezuko's head, completely chopping it off. Tanjiro looks at Nezuko as her head falls towards the ground. Her head hits the ground, and Nezuko's body immediately starts to disappear. Tanjiro runs to Nezuko quickly. Zenitsu stops him, trying to slice him up. This makes Tanjiro so angry that he punches Zenitsu into the air 100 feet up. He jumps after him and grabs him by his feet, slamming him into the ground from that giant fall. Zenitsu hits the ground, blood spewing outside of his mouth. Tanjiro runs at him still with his blade out and then slices into Zenitsu's chest. Blood starts to pour out of Zenitsu as he starts to wake up. He realizes that he has just been stabbed by a demon, noticing a dead demon on the floor. He comes to a realization that they must have been fighting to eat for his dead body, to where Tanjiro has killed his sister. He yells, "Why? Why'd you kill that other demon? And now you're gonna kill me!" This angers Tanjiro so much, he clasps his hands around Zenitsu's face and starts applying massive pressure until his head starts to crumble, and then all that is left is a big explosion of blood. The blood splatters across the trees, making the scenario all red except for Nezuko's one body, almost like it's protected by Tanjiro's love for her. Tanjiro walks over to Nezuko as Nezuko's head starts to fade away. She looks into Tanjiro's eyes pleadingly, begging and calling out for him to save her. But Tanjiro can do nothing, or so he thought. He walked over to the man he just killed, and suddenly a pink, glossy liquid starts pouring out of Zenitsu's body, going into Tanjiro's fingers. Suddenly, from his other hand, his left hand, his healing hand, starts going up. Actually, no, his right hand, because I think this better. His right hand starts going towards Nezuko, and then pink stuff starts coming from it, healing Nezuko. Her body is slowly reformed from her head, and somehow she manages to survive. Tanjiro starts crying, so happy that he was able to save his sister's life. He runs over and embraces Nezuko. Now remember, in this verse, Nezuko can't talk, so she says, "Thank you. Thank you so much for saving me, Tanjiro. I thought I was a goner." Tanjiro smiles and just hushes her. "Listen, Nezuko, we have to get out of this woods. I had no idea people as strong as this would be here. We need to run." Suddenly, upon saying this, the boar-faced man comes back, looking at the dead demon slayer. He charges straight at Tanjiro. Tanjiro grabs his sword out and slices across the top of Inosuke's sword. He throws the sword back, grabs Nezuko, and retreats towards Zenitsu's dead body. He picks up the Neurichin blade, which starts taking the form of, let's say, his sword should be pink because, like, his power's love or whatever. So, yeah, he has a pink blade. He looks at Inosuke in his eyes. "Well, now, I'm going to kill you for ever daring to come near my sister." Inosuke starts laughing and says, "Demons feelings? That's not your sister. You're just a demon." Inosuke charges full on, but Nezuko kicks him to the side. Tanjiro goes extremely fast, even some say at the speed of sound, stabbing Inosuke right through his chest. Inosuke realizes that this may be the day he dies, as he takes out his second blade that Tanjiro never expected and sliced clean through his chest. Tanjiro looks down and sees a giant crevice where his flesh once was and starts to retreat. But Inosuke uses this moment as a moment of weakness, stabbing his other blade into Tanjiro and then thrusting them out as he kicks them away. Inosuke starts to laugh and repeats, "Listen, little buddy, did you think that you ever stood a chance against me? Do you know all the things I had to do to come here?" And then he grabs Tanjiro, slamming his head repeatedly against a tree. Luckily, he has forgotten about Nezuko, as Nezuko came in, punching Inosuke so hard in the head, his boar mask goes flying off, along with his head in it. Tanjiro looks at Nezuko, and Nezuko looks at him. They decide that they need to become even more powerful, so they can always set out to defend each other. Tanjiro decides that he will eat the boar-faced man, and Nezuko can have the yellow-haired boy. After feasting on their food for a while, they see some other random demon slayers and make easy work of them, as they are nothing to the power that is now Tanjiro and Nezuko. They both smile and laugh, knowing how strong they have become just from this one venture, and then they go out. Muzan then comes to them directly, sending them a mission. He informs them that a demon that knows blood art is being hunted by demon slayers. And this demon lives in a small town, where some demon slayers have already been set out to go there and beat him. So they should go and help. So they get there, and then they find the swamp demon. And then immediately after meeting him, Tanjiro feels a bad vibe, even for a demon, and is simply disgusted by him. After the swamp demon starts telling him about things that he does, like eating little girls 16 and older. And by the way, I know demons don't usually separate, but this is just a special circumstance. I mean, they don't usually get together, but this is a special circumstance because this one's very powerful and he's in danger, and they think Tanjiro would be a good ally for him to have, so they sent him. And he starts explaining how he eats 16-year-old girls because that's what makes him ripe. And Tanjiro is like, "Bro, what the fudge? Man, what is wrong with you? I have a sister, man. I have a family. You would kill." This makes Tanjiro so mad immediately. He pulls out his Nourishin blade. And remember, Nourishin blades can kill demons, and slices into that dude's arms. The dude looks at him so surprised. "What? Are you a The Tanjiro grabs his head and slams his knee straight into his head, breaking all the man's teeth and making his eyes start to bulge out. Tanjiro then grabs out a knife that he also has. This is not a Naruto knife, by the way, and slams it into his neck, making the blood spew out, disorientating the demon. Then the demon falls onto his knees, looking up, begging for Tanjiro to have mercy with his eyes. But Tanjiro will give none, knowing how disgusting this demon is, as he has hunted little girls and small children. He pulls out his Nourishin blade, glowing pink, and starts to even have an aura around it of pink sparks that look like lightning bolts, and slices down, fully decapitating the demon. The demon has no last words as he slowly fades away. Muzan has been watching this whole thing through Tanjiro's eyes and decides that this is actually a good thing. Despite going against Muzan's orders, Tanjiro could potentially become an extremely powerful demon. Right as this happens, Muzan sends Tanjiro a message saying, "I didn't expect that, but good job. Come back to my base." And guys, this is actually going to be the end of part 2. So, I have some ideas going through the story, but if you would give me a moment of your time and answer some questions I have, that would be amazing. So, do you guys think that I should do a ship with Tanjiro and I could get him a demon girl? Because that would be pretty cool, and I always wondered how that would work out. And also, what demon art should I give Nezuko in this timeline? Anyway, guys, I appreciate you all so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this one as much as the last part. Have an amazing day, and peace out.